If you've been actively playing Rec Room, you've probably finished all the quests. Whether you've got an S rank on Jumbotron or just managed to complete Golden Trophy solo, we all have the same question. When are we getting a new quest? This is an extremely common question in the Rec Room community, and it makes sense why. Crescendo is the latest quest we've gotten, and that was released in 2018. In November, it will be 5 years since the last quest, and Rec Room is about to turn 8 years old. That's over half of Rec Room's lifetime. But why has it taken so long? I mean, Golden Trophy just reached 1 million cheers, making it the second most cheered Rec Room original, and with 151 million visits, the second most popular Rec Room original. No, the Rec Center doesn't count. Well, there's one really obvious reason, because Rec Room literally told us it themselves. If anyone asks about a new quest, they're almost bound to say, "We gave you the tools to make them, do it yourself." Which, let me be clear, is not a bad thing. With Rec Room Studio, Rec Room Creators, and Rec Room Inc. are pretty much the same level with game development, as it is just Rec Room Unity. But they started saying this back in May 2020, when they released AI in the Maker Pen. And they were very much not on the same playing field back then, not by a long shot. But let's talk about the next most obvious thing. People don't care if they have the tools to do it themselves. They want Rec Room to do it, which makes sense. It's understandable to assume that, a company that develops a game can make a game better than not a... No matter how much they may think it, Rec Room does not have the same luxury Roblox has. Because Roblox was always a platform for games. Rec Room, on the other hand, was the game. The game started off as only Rec Room Originals, and the term Rec Room Originals wasn't even a thing because that's all there was. The sandbox machine, which allowed players to create things themselves, wasn't even added till 2017, so Rec Room has very few other choices. Although there are plenty of hidden gems out there, Rec Room does not have enough community games that are high quality enough to carry the game themselves. Rec Room relies so much more on the Rec Room Originals than the community games, no matter how much Rec Room tries to convince you otherwise. So they can't just stop making Rec Room Originals, their game might actually blow up if they did that. But what does this have to do with quests? Well, first of all quests are Rec Room Originals, duh. But Rec Room has specifically told the do-it-yourself thing the most when talking about quests. Just look.
When will we get a new quest? It's been over 5 years since Crescendo was out.
I'm not sure. We'd love to make one, but as I've explained over the years, just churning out quests is not a sustainable business model for us. Our focus for the last few years has been slowly leveling up the creation tools so that you can use them to build Rec Room Original quality content. All the most recent Rec Room Originals have been built with closer and closer to the same tools that are available to creators. I want to bring some attention to what Gribbly said at the beginning of this. Churning out quests is not a sustainable business option. Honestly, I think in general, making Rec Room Originals is probably a deficit for them. Rec Room is a free game, so they make their money through microtransactions, and Rec Room Originals don't have a lot of those. Make It to Midnight doesn't even use tokens, instead using Room XP and tickets to buy things. So, although Rec Room Originals might bring more people into the game, new users does not directly equal more profit. You catch my drift? So believe it or not, no matter how lazy they are, community rooms with keys or consumables are more profitable for them than Rec Room Originals. So this is likely another reason why they don't make quests. But I feel it would be wrong if I tried to tackle this subject without looking for a solution. So, here are my ideas for Rec Room to create another quest and keep making money from it to justify it. First of all, rather than a room currency like gold or silver, yes, I know I have no gold, just make that tokens. Second of all, pull a Roblox. Make a quest with checkpoints, but you need to pay tokens to respawn. Coming from the player, I know this sounds annoying as but it could justify a new quest. Hi, I just wanted to clarify this. I am not saying Rec Room should add this. I am phrasing it in the most dire circumstances. Like we would do anything, including dealing with this, to have a quest. I'm not saying Rec Room should add this. I'm saying they could to justify it financially, and we'd be okay with it because we're getting a new quest. Okay, that's all. But why don't they want to make quests specifically? My super smart and researched answer is... I have no idea! Although this is also a solid question, it's actually not the one we're answering today. We are asking if we're ever even gonna get another one. And I'm not quite sure about that one either, but don't click off, I have more to say. I know it's looking pretty bleak right now. It's coming up on 5 years since Crescendo, and My Little Monsters may be as far from a quest that you can get, but I have faith. Now that full body avatars are released, Rec Room is bringing back so much that they basically put on hold. They started updating the community board again. They brought back the weekly, you get the idea. And even though quests have been put on hold since way before FBA, this very well might be something that they want to bring back. As of late, Rec Room's definitely started listening to its community more. I mean, just look at the canny. No, the requests made on here are not brought to the game quickly. God damn it, I'm looking at you, cancel button. But most of them do come eventually. And there's no denying the amount of demand that there is for a new quest. And I truly believe one day we'll get our way. That rhymed. I don't know when it'll be. I doubt Gribbly even knows when it's gonna be. But there is one thing that he has always said that I think people need to pay more attention to.
This next question is by Noctado. Been asking this for a while on the canny, but when do you think we'll be able to get use-only whiteboards, canvases, etc.?
Okay, so yeah, we've seen that on the canny. It's a great suggestion and something we definitely want to support. It's definitely something we care about a lot. It's definitely something we want to do.
This next question is by Kinichi. Will we be able to change the skybox in our dorms?
Eventually, yes. And yeah, being able to change out skyboxes in any room, not just the maker room, is on the roadmap. Can't tell you exactly when, but yeah, we want that as well.
Our next question comes from Frankie XOP437. Will you add vehicles or stuff to create vehicles somewhere in the future?
The answer is pretty much yes. I think we all want to get to vehicles. It's definitely on the list. So yeah, can't give you a time frame, but yes.
Lastly, any date on the new Rec Room Original will be released into public?
I can't give you a really good time for when that's going to happen. We definitely want to do it. I always get myself into trouble saying too much, so I'm not going to say too much. But yeah, it's really hard for me to tell you exactly when it's going to happen.
When can we expect the new quest? Thanks.
Good question. So I was talking to the games team, and they were like, hey, we are definitely not done making quests, so you can definitely expect a new quest at some point. But yeah, but that said, we're not done making quests. We love making them. We love that you love playing them. We definitely got another one in us at some point, but I don't want to say anything about timeline.
Rec Room wants to add everything their community asks for. They truly wish they could, and these older AMAs definitely show that. So I think we will get another quest someday. Once Rec Room gets to a point where they can sit pretty financially and not have to overly worry about losing too much money from making another quest, they'll make one. They will finally appease both Aya. I know most companies just focus on growing and growing and growing and would never take a risk of losing money, but Rec Room isn't like those companies. They want to make us happy. They want to do so much. They just need to get to a point where they feel like they can. So, the least we could do right now is to just keep playing, keep asking for a new quest, and support the game as much as we can. Two things. First of all, I'm doing a Q&A. If you have any questions for me about my personal life, Rec Room, YouTube, anything, click the link in the description that leads you to the community post and comment them there. Or join my Discord and put them in the hashtag Q&A channel. Second, thank you guys so much for 5,000 subscribers. It truly means the world. Oh, another thing, and we have members. You should totally check it out. Alright, that's all. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!